Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's the Black Mountain Critic here. We are live with the first of, it's 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. So I'm probably only going to get to, I think what I'm going to do is, I'm going to react to my hero, then I'm going to check out Roger's discussion stream, see what's going on with that. And then I'll react to some other manga after that. I think that's sort of like the plan. So let's get into it. Let's see what this chapter is about. And yeah. So this is just, again, this is just me sort of getting back into reacting and, because I do love reacting. And even after, I think once I start reading the chapter, my mood will go, even more up than it already is. I recently just finished reading Jason Reynolds' All American Boys, which is a great book that folks should check out. Really, really, really good. That was probably the first time that I have really gotten back into reading novels outside of teaching and stuff. So, that's a book that I would say you also check out. And it's dope. It's very close to sort of the situation that we're dealing with, right, with the murder and all that. So I'd highly recommend it. And let's get into my hero. I've already said what I wanted to say for the most part in other videos and my rambling streams. You can check those out. And let's get to my hero. Let's get into my hero. All right. Let's see. So Deku did a 45% kick, which is going to be ridiculous. He said whoosh. And this is a really good panel here. I really like it. Horikoshi he's really been in his bag lately with the art. So much appreciated, Horikoshi. Much appreciated. All right. Wow. That didn't stop it. It's not just some kind of shockwave. Everything's crumbling to dust. This man did a 45% St. Louis smash, and that thing is just going. Basically, Shigaraki really just said, nah, we good. Nah. So we taking everybody out. All right. The second all 5 of my fingers touch your neck, your throat would start crumbling from the skin inward. You turn to dust in under a minute. All right. It's Shigaraki. Yep. Okay. Here comes Todoroki. Heaven-piercing ice wall. That's gonna crack too. Look at that. Look at that. He tried to do something and do nothing. Nothing. Look at that little panel. I love it. Get out of here. Boom. You know what I love? This is the thing that I think is rare. I think this is something that's highly effective. I'll talk about it for a little bit, right? The shift from that page, from the third page, with that little panel that's on the little cracks in Todoroki's ice, and then shifting right into a sort of turn, like a page turn with a page turn with because you turn a page from left to right, to this big this big spread page, this big panel, which is everything is crumbling. I love that. That's how you do that. That's how you do paneling. All right, run, people. They moving. Uraraka, yep, put it in work. Bakugo flying. Okay, what's up at the hospital? Somebody, please respond. Endeavor. Ryukyu. Yo. Anyone. Yo, Deku moving this. Yo, Deku is moving this bus. This dude Deku is moving this bus, man. And Uraraka made it float, I guess, and so that's why he can move it like that, and also pull it. Cause I just don't believe that Deku was pulling a bus like that. I don't think that's what's happening. I think Uraraka made it float, and they were able to carry it that way. I mean, if he's just moving at like right, because it looks like it's kind of floating. But yeah. All right. What's going on? But I don't know. Maybe he's just grabbing the bus and he's just that strong. I don't know. All right. What's going on? Chapter 273 is entitled "The Thrill of Destruction." What I told you? Shigaraki just likes destroying things. Like it's a very innate sort of thing about him. You know, I think a lot of people sort of try to do a little too much in sort of rationalizing his need for destruction. And it's a very core part of like who he is in a primal way, you know. And I think trying to rationalize that in certain ways doesn't work, because it works against the primal sort of portrayal of Shigaraki's need for desire to destroy things, you know. So I'm not saying that like there's anything that there isn't anything about Shigaraki and his sort of like goals that isn't nuanced in any sort of way. I'm just saying that particular thing, there's a very primal part of it that I think doesn't need like certain types of analytical work to be done on it. All right. So things are destroyed. He's just standing there. My God. Look at this panel. Yo. Damn. This man got a cloak and everything. Whew. He's looking around. He's like, darn. After the doc went into all that trouble to make more, most of them are now ruined. Overhaul would be so disappointed. Oh, those are the quirk destruction bullets. Yo. Wow. Destroy. Huh? Oh, I guess that, I don't know who is that coming from. The first holder of One for All, or is that coming from like the remnants of All for One, sort of like consciousness or something? Or is that Shigaraki's like that primal desire that I was talking about? Okay, he's like, sweet. Guess I can choose when to make stuff decay now. Yo. Seems like things aren't looking good for us. But the plan was supposed to start right after I woke up, right? To me, Makia. And bring the others. Yo! Yo, he's just like, this man is on it now. Oh my God. The panel work though. The panel work for this chapter, phenomenal. I needed this, y'all. I did. Wow. All right. This man said, to me, Makia. Yo. The way he said it was like it was so like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like when certain characters just like do their thing, like a Lex Luthor or certain characters that just really have that vibe about them, you know, or like a Sidious, Darth Sidious, Aizen, you know. Certain characters just have that vibe. When they say something, they're like, yo. You know what I mean? They have like it's just, damn, they're at a certain place. I'm reminded of like, if any of y'all have read Claymore, I'm reminded of Priscilla, right? They just have a very particular vibe that when they say something, you just don't question it, because you know what's behind those words. Like, you know, like if you mess with those folks, it's a wrap for you. Like if you mess with Lex Luthor, it's a wrap for you. If you mess with Aizen, it's a wrap for you. If you mess with Priscilla, it's a wrap for you, and then some. And now Shigaraki's at that place where it's like, if you want, Maki is like, all right, you know what I mean? This is when we destroy everything. Look what got to Makia. Yo. I mean, he about to be moving. All right. About 80 kilometers from Jaku Hospital. Gunga Mountain Village. Gunja Mountain. Maybe it's Gunga. Probably Gunga. Or, yeah. I don't know. Junga. I don't know how to pronounce. I always like get the G's mixed up. With Japanese. Like I'm like in terms of like the pronunciation of it. All right, Mountain Villa. Okay. Whoa. Just wait a second. I want to say it's Gunja. Whoa, just wait a sec. Fat Gum. Whoo, Hawks got messed up. He got hit up. There should be medics in the rear guard. Go there. Roger that. Tokoyami flying. You okay, Cementos? Yes, I'll bring down that ice mountain in a moment. Okay. You jerk, that really hurt. So, cubed or crushed, what'll it be? Yo. Okay. Follow in Mountain Lady's wake. We're still in control here, so keep rounding them up. Okay. Hang on. Didn't you capture Himiko Toga and Mr. Compress? Oh. I have an idea what's coming. Oh, I don't think that's that. This person is not who they seem to be. That's my guess. Oh, yo. Yo. Slice. Got him. Yo, that's definitely Toga. Toga said no games. Toga said you killed twice. No games no more. No games. Huh? That must be. Yep. Yo, mister, where are the others? Where did you run off to? You're meant to be a lieutenant. So are you. The whole regiment system doesn't really work when they catch us off guard. Anyway, wanna blow this joint? I believe Twice was killed. Alas, I tried but failed to stop her, even though jumping into the fray was tantamount to suicide. I've never seen little Toga lose her cool like this. Ooh. Yo, them dudes got sliced up. Wow. Golly. Hard to keep living. I want a world where I can live nice and easy. A world with just the things I love. But you heroes mess everything up. Oh, and look at his hand. Wow. Boom. Yo, she's not playing around no more. Meanwhile, back at the ruins of Jaku Hospital. Oh, Endeavor! Yo, Shigaraki, come on! What's with this Vader outfit, though? Yo! Shigaraki! It's like, number one, you're one hell of a wake-up call. He's chilling, yo. This dude is chilling. Vader. This man a whole Sith. This man a whole Sith Lord. This dude had the whole Sith Lord getup. I can't. Yo. I'm done. Wow. I love it. I might have to tweet that right now. That's funny, yo. I'm done. This is, yo. That's funny. I'm really invested because like this, because you know what it is. I wonder what they're gonna do with Endeavor. I wonder if Shigaraki's gonna do what he did to Overhaul, right? Onto Chisaki, and he won't kill him, but he's gonna do something. Like Endeavor might like lose an arm or a leg or something. You know what I mean? Something's coming. something's coming. Like, he's gonna lose something. You know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be really bad. Shigaraki might end up torturing this man. We don't know. We don't know. But that's the end of the chapter. That was yo. Wow, wow, wow. Ah, Higantomakia. Okay, thanks for that clarification. Because I was like, what's going on? Whose hand is this? Higantomakia is massive, man. You know what's interesting though? There are moments where it's like, I guess Higantomakia has like a size quirk or something where he can make himself bigger or something like that. Because there are moments, right, where he's like, you know, he does tower over people, but his hands aren't this big. You know what I mean? I don't know. Because again, this is why I feel like I gotta reread my hero, much sooner rather than later, because I feel like I'm like, yes, Higantomakia is clearly huge, but then there was that moment where we saw him in Kiroshima's memories, right, where he was like, where he panicked, and Mina and Ashido didn't. You know what I mean? So, well, yeah, I mean, she did inside, but she didn't let that like stop her from helping her friends and that sort of thing. And or not helping her friends, but like helping like, people who were terrified by Higantomakia. You know what I mean? So, but like he didn't seem that big. Like he was big, but he wasn't like this big. So I guess like, I don't know. If anyone can clarify that for me, that'd be dope. But yo. That was dope. Yeah, he can change his size. That's what I figured. Cause I was like, this dude kind of smaller over here, but here he's massive. So he's got to be able to do that, right? Otherwise, he wouldn't be as he wouldn't be as massive of a threat. You know. That's dope. Wow, this man's ridiculous. Whoo, Lord. All right. Man. Yeah, so I guess okay, so Shigaraki's just sort of like collecting folks. It's like, let's get Toga, let's get all these other folks, and let's go. Yo, Endeavor though. Look, Endeavor does not inspire the same confidence that All Might does. Like we know this. At least for me, maybe he does for others, which is great. But for me, like I don't get the same vibes. I don't get the same vibes, yo. Like I don't. So I'm like, damn, he just going in, but it's not going to end well for him, obviously. I'm just getting like overhaul flashbacks, where he really thought he was going to do something, and then Shigaraki was like, all right, I'm taking your arms, just a compress to your thing, and then just laughed in that dude's face, laughed in his face, took his life's work basically and was like, this is mine now. All right, ain't nothing you could do about it. Just brutal. I mean, I don't see things ending well for Endeavor. I really don't. But I also don't see him dying here either. I don't know. Maybe he will, because Shigaraki did want to eliminate All Might, but that symbol that All Might sort of represents is still around, because All Might is still alive, and I think that's a big part of that symbol sort of still existing. At least currently. I know Endeavor did the whole Plus Ultra thing and did the pose and all that. And maybe in the context of sort of the manga, that symbol of peace is still there, though is not as potent, but still there through Endeavor. Through that experience. But I don't know. It ain't looking good for Endeavor. I'll tell you that one. You know what I mean? I don't got any confidence in Endeavor. I really don't. You know what I mean? He does not inspire any of that. So it ain't looking too good for that dude. But this should be interesting. But Shigaraki went straight up Sith Lord. This dude just said, all right, straight up Sith Lord. And I think in a lot of ways, Horikoshi is definitely taking some stuff from Star Wars, and this sort of um giving out of an order, right? So kind of what Justine, shout out to Justine in the chat, was talking about, in that sort of Order 66 kind of sense. Not exactly that, in terms of like, saying like, all right, let's get all the soul, let's get all the clones to like, and droids to like eliminate, the Jedi, you know what I mean, the Jedi Order, and just get that out of here. You know what I mean? Not exactly that, obviously, but I think there's like a similar kind of vibe where it's like sending out an order and that sort of holding like as much weight, right? Because folks are scrambling. Shigaraki's like, let's go. And the way he did it so calmly, you know what I mean? In a very similar way to Darth Sidious. Very calm, just kind of like, we taking over now. Just man, oh man, oh man, oh man. And his outfit, look at that outfit. That's a whole, like, this man a whole Sith Lord. That outfit is like, come on, y'all. Come on. You know what I mean? So this is very interesting. Yeah, and he gonna get him. You know what I mean? He's gonna get All Might. If anybody's gonna get All Might, it's gonna be him. Or All Might will die like natural causes. Something's gonna happen. I don't know. I feel like I would rather, like, my heart tells me that I'd rather have All Might die of natural causes because, I don't want to see like folks like All Might end up like, being killed by villains. That's, in a sense. But for the story, I think it works if Shigaraki is the one that does it. But man, them heroes are done for. Deku said 45%. Late St. Louis Smash ain't do nothing. Todoroki tried to do his attack. Nothing. All right? They was just like, run! That's what that was. That's all they could do. And like drag everybody with them. No chance. At all. No chance. But yeah, like, this is a really great chapter, y'all. There's so many things I kind of want to talk about. I don't know. Maybe I'll have like a My Hero sort of like, I might like take the time this week to reread My Hero because it's 270 something chapters, but it's something that I can do. It's feasible, because like I've read the stuff before. I don't have to like take as much time going through it this time. So I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I don't know if All Might needs a whole like arc for that, but I will say that I think we're gonna get that fairly soon, because like now we'll sort of get to see right because we've been seeing All Might more as he tries to help Deku with his abilities, and he has more time to do it now because he's not like a working hero anymore. So, or an active hero anymore in the way that he was. So, I think we're gonna get to see a lot more of that. Where now it's like, All Might's like, I really want to live, but at the same time, it's like, I think this is gonna kind of like hit him quite hard because this would be the time where, if he was active and he hadn't been injured by All For One, he'd be moving. You know what I mean? He'd be moving. He'd be like at the forefront of things, and he can't. He can't. So it's gonna be very interesting to see. I wonder if Deku can use 45% now. Period. I don't think so. I think that was sort of like a spur of the moment, and he's gonna still have to build up to that. You know what I mean? But I'm like, did the time skip allow him to do 45%? If so, that's kind of wild. I feel like the time skip would make sense if it was like 30. I think 30 would make sense. If it's like, it'd still be a lot, but 30 would make sense. 45 is a lot. 45 is like way closer to 50% than 30. So for me, 45, if he's able to use that all the time, that's a lot. To me, 45% like outclasses a lot of his classmates, like by a mile. So, you know, but it's necessary. I think it is necessary given what we've seen. Did you see the area around Shigaraki? It's a wrap. It's a wrap for folks. It's a wrap for heroes, pro heroes. So, you know, yeah, I feel like it probably is. It's a lot, but I think at the same time, I'm not gonna do too much complaining. But I don't think he can do it right. He can't like move around in 45% or anything like that. But like if he can do like a kick or something like that, then then it makes sense. But he's got a long way to go. Yeah, Mr. Mio facts. Yo, the second I said no chance, I had Vince McMahon's like theme song in my head. I just yo. That man's terrible. Vince McMahon is like awful. He's like a terrible person. But like if you watched wrestling as a kid, you still have that like theme song in your head. You know exactly how it goes. Like, no chance in hell. Like you know that. You know that, excuse me. And that's what I had in my head. It's just funny. You know what I mean? But these heroes got no shot. Damn, yo. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be Shigaraki out here. He out here. Good lord. Alright, I'm really looking forward to the next chapter. I do like when there's like a pause, like when you don't get the like there's like a what's the word? A delayed reaction, Like when you got a delayed reaction to something, like I just got like the chills just hit me. Like it didn't hit me while I was reading the chapter necessarily, but it like just hit me. Like it's just like a wave, like just like Damn, yo, damn. This is a really good chapter, y'all. All right, so there are definitely things that I would love to talk about. Yeah, I don't think Shigaraki has a music theme yet, and maybe that's because they're waiting to give him a theme because Shigaraki didn't really sort of have a good sense of who he was and what his sort of like ideological foundation was, and maybe that sort of absence of it is. But I might be reading too much into that in that way. You know what I mean? Like that. There are times where like I could do that. So that might be an instance where I'm just reading too much into that. But it could be just like just like sort of like when we get to sort of like the Redestro stuff. And he sort of has that awakening and all of that. That's maybe when we'll have sort of like a Shiggy theme song. It'd be late, but it'd be an interesting sort of choice to include that so late into the series. That'd be cool. Or maybe we'll have the All for One theme given to Shigaraki, right, when he sort of awakens. That would be interesting as well. Right? So that the theme song is still kind of in the story, but it's just been transferred from one character to another. So, could be that. I feel like that might be something that would probably get, so to sort of like, to sort of signal like, yes, Shigaraki has sort of, been given that torch in that initial way, right? Because there were sort of two, right, in that initial way. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have class fights in the ways that we've seen them anymore. Rather, we'll probably, I think this sort of is it's a signal, right? That while we'll still see slice of life stuff, that slice of life stuff will be even more intense than it was prior to this climax of the story. This is like a climax, right? Like this is like it's like this is sort of like the rising, like I mean we've had a bit of rising action, but I think to me this is like destruction on this scale is like the sort of climax. And so once this is my printer going off, but don't worry about that. But like once we have this climax sort of like be cemented into the story, I think that's when we'll get the slice of life moments will be more interesting for those folks who don't necessarily like the slice of life moments, and sort of like the when they're at school and home and all that, and in their dorms. But I think we're gonna have a lot more serious sort of like classroom discussions, you know, hero work that's gonna be like provisional hero work that's gonna be done outside of the classroom. We're gonna get a lot more of that. You know what I mean? Like they might pause school. They might just say like, okay, we're gonna like put a like what y'all was saying. Like they might like put a hiatus right on schools in that way, right? This is like a very like critical point. This to me is like the climax of like My Hero. I feel like My Hero will probably have like it's gonna be a long series, obviously, and I think Horikoshi understands that. I think Horikoshi understands that this series is definitely gonna be at least 400 chapters. You know, and again, I think if you need the 400 chapters, okay, I think that makes sense. My thing for me is like I'm not like actively seeking out super long stories like those. But I won't turn them away if people suggest them and are like that I trust and are like, yo, you got to read that. And I won't turn them away, obviously, but like, I'm not seeking them out. I'm not seeking out super long stories like those. I like shorter stories. And I want to be able to like collect certain stories. I want to be able to have all the volumes, like not all the volumes, but like I want to be able to have like, certain stories that, I can have. Like I want to be able to collect some of them, or maybe I'll just like I feel like maybe I'll just have first volumes. I don't know. Anyways, this is dope. I really like what's happening here. It's very cool. Yeah. And I understand that. I think that's fine. Like I think like I sometimes I'll say like I don't understand, but I do. I understand if people are more used to having a particular or like enjoy a particular sort of setup when it comes to sort of like fights and those fights relationships to the story and that sort of thing. And I think in certain instances I would agree. Sometimes I just like when a fight's just like. And that's what it is, and like there's a reason for it, and it's a showcase like a certain type of growth, and I don't mind, and I like that stuff. I think that's fine for me, but yeah, I think that's fine, So I enjoyed this chapter. This chapter was really cool. It was really good, really great paneling. The art, Horikoshi really went in on this one. Okay, I am super, super happy about it. Excuse me. I don't have too many mangas collected in full. Like I have a lot of manga where I have some volumes where I might have like half of the series or a couple of the first volumes of that series, like certain Viz manga like Nana, Assassination Classroom, My Hero, Shaman King, Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter, I gotta get all the volumes. I think Hunter x Hunter is one of those series where I would like all the volumes. But I'll do that slowly. I'm probably gonna start doing that slowly and just have like a shelf dedicated to Hunter x Hunter. But yeah, like Dragon Ball. One Piece I have quite a few. Actually, I have quite a few omnibus volumes. I think I have like 16 of them or something like that. Omnibus volumes. Probably more, honestly. Probably maybe 19. I don't know. I haven't counted. But yeah. Like that, Cardcaptor Sakura, Princess Jellyfish. I got quite a few that I have. But I'm gonna go check it on Roger too. Right? Alita, I have the first, of course. Last Order I'm not collecting until like I can just like grab those separate editions. Mars Chronicle I'm definitely gonna start buying. I'm gonna get back to Alita this week. Alright, I'm gonna get back to streaming this week. I just kinda needed a few days to just kinda like say what I need to say about things and all that. But this was great. I really needed this. I definitely did. Alright. So alright. I'm gonna go check out Roger's stream real quick. And I'm probably going to leave the rest of the chapters for tomorrow in terms of reacting. Although, we'll see because I have some things that I need to do later. But I wanted to react to this one because people were talking about it. And I figured a lot of people wanted to see me react to this chapter. So this is dope. Thank y'all for coming through to my reaction to My Hero Academia, chapter 273. I like this chapter a lot. Art was on point. The paneling was great. And you know me, I love some dope paneling. I love some great art, and it's at a place. The story is just at a place where I love these moments, right? Where we're like everything is different now, like really different, like with Kamino Ward, like with Kamino Ward, and like that, like Soul Society, where Aizen just like says, "I'm gonna stop Ichigo's blade," and at that moment you're like, damn, this dude is cold. You know what I mean? Like, let's see. Thinking about like Cardcaptor Sakura when both Shaoran and Sakura like collect all the cloud cards, and UA like finally appears. Like moments where you're just like, yo, like stuff's going down, like this is real, this is for real, you know what I mean, like stuff like that. There are other moments too, right? Alita, like where she I want to say the battle against, like, to me, like the battle against Josugan is probably like not her first big battle, but maybe her most pivotal battle story wise. So like stuff like that, this is like that, like where you have a moment and this moment is going to like color the rest of the story for real, Okay. All right, I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for coming through. All right, chats at the Sleepy Syndrome, Michael, Justine, H Magnum, all right, for coming through. Abdullah for coming through. Desiree for coming through. You know what I mean? It's always great to see y'all in the chat. It's just great. It just makes the reaction even better when folks are in the chat and I get to talk with y'all and like, see what your thoughts are on the chapter and all that. It's awesome. I love it. I think one thing I'm trying to do is to I think once I get to like 1,000 subscribers and I have that community tab, once I get the community tab, I'm just doing whatever. Like I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna do whatever it is that I need to do for this channel, and that's it, and like whatever. Because then I can communicate with y'all in that way, and I can just like be putting out things and like talk about certain things and like have like discussion threads. And I don't necessarily have to like stream to have those discussions. I can just be like, yo, what's going on? Although I will still continue to stream to do things, obviously, but like it'll be easier to contact y'all and like to say like, hey, what are y'all thoughts on this thing? On YouTube as opposed to like Twitter. So that's sort of the goal. That's sort of one of the goals right now, is to just like kind of get that. And then once that happens, I'm just gonna be like chilling. I'm gonna be chilling, like, doing what I'm gonna be doing, obviously with the channel and all of that. But it'll be much easier to contact y'all and like talk with y'all about certain things without having to start like a whole stream. Although I will continue to stream, obviously. All right, thank y'all for coming through. I'm gonna go, and I'm out ya.